2019 has begun and it is time to put some thought on what I would like to do in 2019 on CodeTutor. Well, there are quite a number of topics that I have been thinking about to make tutorials on CodeTutor. Even though these topics look like they are very random thought without any order, there is some method to the madness. All these topics are related to one another in one way or the other. It's all about putting them together in such a way that it makes sense. For example, topics like graphics and animation, geolocation and notification, these are still very basics of Android mobile application development. If you think about life cycles, view model, data binding, it's all about Android Jetpack, MVC, MVVM, MVP. We are basically talking about architecture here. Concepts like push notification, Dagger, Firebase are basically some of the advanced tools that you typically use for mobile application development. And Swift, Kotlin and iOS are completely different set of programming languages and platforms that I would like to cover. But important fact we need to note before we proceed with any tutorials on these topics is there is a dependency of knowledge when you want to learn something here. What do I mean by that is, say for example, if you want to learn push notification, then you need to know how to work with notification. And in the same way, if you want to learn Dagger, to even get started with Dagger, you need to have a proper understanding of what are solid principles, and what you see in Dagger is basically a application of dependency inversion principle of solid principle. And what you are doing in MVC, MVP or MVVM is basically a very refined application of solid principle. And all these frameworks that Android Jetpack provides, like view model, data binding, live data, lifecycle APIs, it is nothing but Android's way of implementing the MVVM model. There is an interdependency between these groupings as well. For example, graphics and animation are kind of related. And when you decide to use Android Jetpack, the view model, live data, room, they are in a way related to one another. You use them together to basically create a completely functioning app. Same is the case with Swift and iOS. To do iOS development, you need to know Swift programming language. So you will be seeing that I will be doing tutorials on these topics in 2019. Even though sometimes it may appear that the topics that I have chosen are in a very random order, basically what I will be doing is choose the topics in such a way it serves as a precursor to the future topics that I will be covering as we move into 2019. So welcome to 2019 on CodeTutor. I am sure it is going to be an exciting shared journey.